It's the weekend, and no other better way to end it than joining me on this detail. Welcome back, guys. It's been a while, but I appreciate you for giving me the time of your day during your work. Maybe you're at your full-time job and you're driving and you're watching my video. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. And before I continue, let me put this phone on silent so they don't disturb me. So give me 1 second. All right. Let's keep going. All right, guys, so today we're gonna be working on this Toyota Highlander. Let me flip it around. We're working on this Toyota Highlander. We do have a leather with this one. And if you guys know anything about Toyotas, well, you know their carpet is definitely one of the most troublesome carpets. Overall, their whole interior with Toyota can be a bit hard at times, but we're working on this carpet here. Hey, good morning, bro. How are you, big O? So we're gonna be doing a full interior. That's we're gonna scrub all the carpets, all the seats, steam cleaning. The exterior is gonna get a wash as well. But this is how it looks before. A lot of embedded dirt, sand, a little bit of everything in here, and that is the after, which is after I do the vacuum. But overall it's in decent shape, but that's how it looked before, and this is how it looks after. And this is just vacuuming, right? This is going through my we'll go with our drill brush method, right? Then we're gonna blow everything, and now we're vacuuming, and you can already see a huge difference, right? I'm very excited too, because let me show you guys this new tool that I bought a while ago. You guys, obviously I haven't done a lot of videos, so you guys haven't seen it on really any of my videos yet, but let me show you. If you are a car detailer, right, and you're looking for the next greatest tool for you to purchase for your interior game, if you want to level up your interior details, well, you gotta get you one of these right here. All right, this thing is a all-in-one brush. It has been my most favorite tool to be using on carpets as a pre-drill, cleaning seats, cleaning anything. This thing has done it all, and let me tell you why. Not only do we have bristles on the side, you also have bristles on the front. This thing is fire. The bristles are medium. They're not heavy duty bristles. So you can feel very safe that you can use this for your leather, for your carpets, for your plastics, for your headliners, everything. This brush alone has drastically brought my timing down, because if you've been following the channel, you guys have seen me strictly use the toilet brush attachment. Now that attachment was amazing, is amazing, but I had the opportunity to find this on Amazon, and since then I was like, you know what, let's buy it, let's play with it, let's see what I think about it. And this thing is a game changer, right? Let me show you a couple areas where this thing is a game changer, right? Your cup holders, look at this, cleans them perfectly, because it is scrubbing the bottom surface, right? It's cleaning the flat surface as well. It's gonna be cleaning the edges very well. And I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but check this out. As it's spinning, look, it's cleaning the sidewalls. Obviously, we have not started cleaning the plastic, so yes, it's still dirty. But look, as it's spinning, just look at the brush. It's cleaning the sides really well, and you are cleaning this flat portion, right? This is one of the reasons this tool right here is a game changer. Let me show you another way that this tool is a game changer. And let me bring the camera maybe right here, and I will show you another way that this tool is amazing. And I hope you guys can hear me, by the way. I don't want to make this video very long, but I do want to showcase this tool right here. All right, so the toilet brush attachment, you could really use it only one way, right? And that was to just drill the carpet, loosen up all the items, vacuum it up, right? With this one, you can do all your drill brushing, and you can get all on these edges all at once. Let me show you really quick. So here we go. Check this out. This is the toilet brush method, and as you guys can see, you see all the bristles. Look how well it's cleaning it, right? Look at that. Now, all I gotta do is put my drill brush flat and watch how it cleans this edge all in one motion. Look at that. It's cleaning the edge. You're also drill brushing the carpet all in one motion. This is one of the reasons this brush head right here has been my favorite. So I wanted to showcase this tool to you guys that I recently purchased from Amazon, and it is definitely an amazing brush, an amazing tool to have for you guys. So I'm gonna continue vacuuming the driver's side. I've already gone ahead and vacuumed this whole side of the carpet, and once we vacuum this side here, we'll begin truly our detail process, which is cleaning all the leather, all our plastics. But if you are a detailer looking to up your interior detail game, I guarantee you, go watch some of my videos. You're gonna learn a lot of stuff. But for me, it's very crucial that the carpet is always brushed, blown out. I want to make sure that a lot of the debris that's inside the fibers of this carpet, I can vacuum it out really, really well. Now you might be wondering, or you might be saying, this is a lot of work, right? I vacuum last. I vacuum in the beginning because I want to make sure that when it's time to extract, that part is so minimal and I don't have to do a lot of work. I do a lot of the heavy duty lifting, a lot of the scrubbing, a lot of the making sure that all of this is vacuumed to the best of my ability really, really well. I will take a little bit of longer time here because I want to make sure that my carpet is good. And to me, this carpet looks very, very well. Now I'm gonna get this backside here really quick. And then we'll continue to the front side to just to vacuum the driver's side. And then we are gonna talk about products. We're gonna be talking about tools that are gonna be getting used for today's project. So move you guys to the front and we're gonna continue. Hey, so you don't use a Tornador? Yes, I do. I got the Tornador on the other side. So when you're working with a vehicle like Toyota, right, that has a lot of that the material just sucks. Let's keep it real. The material sucks. My first process is I blow everything out, right? We're gonna come in with the Tornador, blow everything, which I've already done. Next, we come with our drill brush method. We're gonna really agitate everything again. And now I'm vacuuming all the carpet. And what that's gonna do, you're just gonna have a much more better finish on your carpet fiber, right? You're gonna get a much more deeper vacuum on your carpet by doing these steps. Now, a lot of people always tell me like, man, that's a lot of steps, dude. Like, I wouldn't do that. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with, you know, just not doing kind of what I do. Again, what I do is, I've always said it in a lot of my videos, I do a ton of steps, but my pricing also reflects all these steps that I do, right? My pricing reflects my final outcome. And by the time I finish this carpet or I finish this car, I guarantee you this thing is gonna look really, really good. If there's one thing I excel in, that is interiors. When I tell you, I'm one of the few that does take a lot of time on, you know, doing a lot of these pre-vacuums, pre-blowing. And if I was to see that there was still a lot of more debris in this carpet, I would come right back and we're gonna blow it. We're gonna drill brush it again. We're gonna try to agitate the fibers, get all that stuff loose, and then we would vacuum again. But for me, this looks good enough already. And this is just in the vacuuming stage. You tell me how that carpet looks. And that is without even being extracted or anything like that. So we're good to go. We're using obviously the Mighty extractor, which is right over there. For those who are maybe new to the channel and you've never seen my setup, well, here it is. I have a 75 foot, I think, extraction hose. We have the Mighty 1001 DX. I have, I just bought a new Ryobi, which is, I have the 1800 PSI. Chief steamer right here. And obviously I got my little table, got my products, but let me bring my products really quick. Let's just go to the other side. So for those who are new to my channel, this is my 2016 Toyota Tundra. Everything is out of the back of the truck. I have my max speeding rod, 6,000 generator. This is the Fortress 5-gallon. Here is my setup. I got a mess. I know, guys, I'm sorry. It is a mess. But for this process, for this project, guys, we're gonna go with 50-50 carpet bomber with enzyme. Now that I vacuumed, I kind of see how this carpet looks. It's not in bad shape after I vacuumed it, which is where it makes me decide if I want to go with Flex Bio Break. But in this case, after doing all this work, the carpet looks really good. We're gonna go with a dry upholstery method or dry upholstery steam cleaning, which is using our extractor as our vacuum. We're gonna be using the Chief steamer with the extractor head to get all that done, right? We're also gonna be using Jimbo's cabin cleaner. You guys know that's my favorite cabin cleaner. And then we are gonna go with different brushes, maybe if my drill brush doesn't get it all. But that's what we're gonna be using for the interior, right? So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of put you guys a little bit right here while I show you how I'm gonna do this. The leather does need some love on this one, so I will go a bit aggressive on the leather. Not too much. But if you haven't tried Jimbo's cabin cleaner, it's fire. My favorite, this is truly my favorite cleaner for a lot of these cars. And you're probably like, where's Serrano sauce? Serrano sauce comes really when it's like a worst case scenario interior, like the leather is trash, like that's where Serrano sauce comes in, right? But now let's go ahead and turn off our vacuum. And then we're gonna grab our next product. You wanna be ready, obviously, which is I tend to do 50-50 of carpet bomber. And then I'll mix it with enzyme cleaner. And this is gonna be for our carpet, all our areas like this, a couple stains here. Well, obviously, I trust that the PNS system is gonna take care of it. It's not too bad. So this is where I'll preach, let's go dry upholstery method, which is using this system here, right? If it was in some really bad case scenario, you would see me switching over to truly the Flex Bio Break system, Flex Ice as a neutralizer. But for this, we are strictly gonna stick with the PNS system. Shake it up really well. And we're good to go. Let's get all set up. And let's begin this detail. I'm now grabbing my some ninja scrubs. I grab about 4 towels with me, and then I'll put that one on each side of the door. Again, sorry that I'm not in the view. I'm just grabbing some final stuff. All right. All right, we are good to go. Let's go ahead and bring our camera right over here. So whenever I do my detail, I start on the driver's side. It's always been a preference. It's always been a preference. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of switch this camera around. Again, shout out to you, 10 people watching. I really appreciate it. So we're gonna start with the driver's side. And you guys are about to learn a lot of stuff today. No, I'm just kidding. I'll probably have you guys here for another 10 more minutes and then we'll log off. Just wanted to show you my tool that I like. This new air tool, the brush. So everybody details differently, right? When I'm working in an SUV or really any car, you guys are always going to know I start on the driver's side and we work our way around to the passenger side. Always keep your client's keys so that you can maneuver. You can move your steering wheel as well. So I've gone ahead and sprayed my cleaner on the cup holders. I'm gonna make sure that this radio is off. The reason I turn the cars on is because I want to make sure I have clearance all around here. Steamer is good to go. I finally fixed it. I almost bought a whole hose for it, but thankfully I did it. Man, I'll steam this really quick just to kind of warm up the plastic. See my cup holder area. And I'm steaming from far away, nothing close by, right? Your goal as a detailer is to use everything to your advantage. Use all your tools to your advantage. Don't just use one tool. Gotta have different tools. Now, I know some people are watching this, they're like, oh my God, I wouldn't use a drill brush. It's so harsh. They didn't teach me that in the IDA. They said soft brushes. Hey, and all jokes aside though, soft brushes don't do nothing for your interiors. Let's keep it real. Them soft brushes don't do anything to your interiors. Tell me I'm lying. It's good for show. And then we grab our towel really quick. Just wipe it down. It's gonna get a bit loud, so let me just kind of get a little bit away. Cup holders are now clean. They had a bunch of gunk on here. Make sure you always pull your shifter back, wipe around that. There's usually a bunch of gunk in between. All right. That's perfect. So I usually go from center console, steering wheel, get this steering wheel nice and clean. So there is some, looks like a little bit of like skin residue here. And I know you probably get like, oh my God, you don't wear gloves. Let me try to get that gunk out. from this here. Another way you can clean a steering wheel is you can grab your towel, right? And you can steam your towel, and this microfiber will grab a lot of dirt that's in there. You're creating like a little sauna in there. And it truly cleans all that dirt much easier, much faster. And that's kind of how I do it. I always hold the steamer from far away. I don't want to point it directly into the material. I want to make sure that the steam does the job. And that looks better. It had a lot of grime. Had a lot of grime. After I do that, I'll go right to my armrest section, which is right here. We'll get all that grime, we'll get all that stuff off, which is right over here. We've already cleaned that board, steering wheel, all this here. The shifter had some makeup there. We already got that. We blew it all out. Cup holders are clean. We are now to this section right here. You just grab your, this is the Mow Nation, the Scrubby Mow. And it was dirty. All right. This sucker was dirty. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a quick clean. I don't know if you guys will be able to see on the video. Let's see if I can zoom in. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. Look at all that dirt right there. A lot of dirt on that. Bro, the IDA don't approve me. Okay. All right, so we've gone ahead and steamed, cleaned this area right here. Always check your rails. When you're cleaning these, check your rails. See if you got any buildup in here. I tend to always just making sure here we have buildup, steam them. That way this can slide much better. And I'm gonna blow it off real quick. What you do to one side, you're gonna do it on this side. So I've cleaned this side, it looks good, but when I get to the other side, I'm gonna redo it as well, so we can just touch everything twice. Next is, we're gonna go with the leather seats. This is kind of how I do it. I know you're about to, I tell you, what you guys see here, you're not supposed to do from what all the gurus, but I pretty much grab my seam cleaner, hit the seam, hit this middle, hit the middle right here, hit this middle right here. This is just to loosen up all the crumbs that are on here, right? Steam your leather. I'm gonna go ahead and spray our Jimbo's cabin cleaner. And there's two ways, truly, how I do it. Route number one is going to be with our Ninja Scrub. But in this case, we're gonna use our all-in-one brush. Again, it's a soft bristle. I'm not applying pressure to the seat other than just letting the brush do the work. This seat was definitely very deteriorated. So we'll definitely need to do like 2 passes. All right. So usually step number 1, I'll come back again with the steamer. Look at all that dirt. Now that I've used the heavy duty brush, right, I'll come with my Ninja scrub, and I'm just gonna scrub and steam this leather with just steam, brush, agitation. It should loosen up all of this material. If you want to go ahead and just blow it. Check this out. Now you have a nice and clean leather. Look at that. Before and after. And I'll even kind of bring you guys in so you guys can see this leather. But using this air tool right here, or right, you'll be able to really get more deeper into the grooves. Look at that leather. Look at that leather. Nothing. So that's before and after. You guys can already see a huge difference, right? We're gonna continue with our seats. Same thing. Put the steamer real quick. That's just to prepare the leather. And go ahead and hit it with our Jimbos. And you can always move your seat forward if you want. And then I tend to always kind of bring it flat. We're gonna grab our brush, and we're just going to agitate. No lie, I'm gonna post a link on this later after this live, so you guys can go and look for this brush. But this brush is a game changer. It does everything you need it to do. I don't have to switch brushes anymore. And that was one of the things that I had, was I would go from the toilet brush to the flat brush. Now I literally do it all in one motion. No more switching. All right, and we're going to continue with the same process. Steam. And we're going to steam all this really well. Uh-oh. This does not sound good. My steamer is giving me issues. Had to be today. It had to be today. The funny part is, I don't even think I have another extension cord. That one over here. Welcome to a real deal, a real day detailing. Oh, that's a first. Sorry guys, let me kind of get resettled. This never happened. Huh. Okay. It was just a bad connection. Bad connection. Let's go. Thank you, Jesus. I was about to say, oh, shoot. There we go. Ninja scrub with steam. Just to remove any leftover residue. Nice clean leather. This is gonna turn out really nice. Let's go ahead and just blow it off. Bam. All right. So once we do our seats, we'll go right to our door area. And I always like to raise the seat up so that you can get all the way at the bottom of your seat. We'll hit this. And while I'm here, I'll go ahead and just spray my door panel. Always pull this back a bit so you can see if there's any grime or anything like that. Pull it back. Keys right here. We'll go ahead and scrub our plastic. And before I forget, pull your seat back. And now we're gonna steam our door really quickly. The main tools you'll always see me use is steamer, a ninja scrub, air tool, and that's pretty much it. Go ahead and just wipe it down. You want to blow it. I will never understand why I see detailers have an air tool, but don't use it. Before I go to the back, I love to go ahead and go ahead and just turn the car off because I already cleaned it. But I like to grab my steamer and I will steam the floor as such. And the reason I do that is so that I can get some light moisture on it. I'll do that to the carpet. And then what I'm doing here is I'm gonna prepare this carpet for when I come and do my extraction. I'll grab my air tool, then we're gonna blow it off again. Try that next time you do a car. The carpet will literally look like you just did an extraction on it. The fibers are gonna look cleaner, they're gonna look better. It's gonna look dark and rich, which is what you want. All right, let's move on to the back. When I go to the back, I go strictly, again, we begin backside here. We're gonna scrub it. Sometimes if I'm recording, I don't function like I always do. But we're gonna go ahead and grab our brush. You give it a light light scrub, grab our steamer with our scrub. We'll just give it a final scrub. Something's here. There's this black stain right here. So to try to maybe remove it, I grab the tip of my gun, my steamer. I'm gonna steam my towel a bit, and then I'm just gonna try to scrub it. And if it don't come off, it don't come off. Don't sit there and try to remove it. I'll probably try. I have something for it that I can use to remove. This here was actually pretty clean. I'm gonna go ahead and just steam my carpet, my edges. And by steaming your carpet, it just loosens up a lot of the stuff that's on here. Like if it's not coming off, your steamer will definitely loosen it up. You grab your air tool really quick. Trust me, when I come for the extraction part, it's gonna be so fast. It's gonna be so fast. Right now, I'm kind of taking my time because I have you guys here. But when it comes time for the extraction, that part is a breeze because I'm doing a lot of the heavy work right now as far as steaming the carpet, getting those fibers looking nice and clean, so that when I do extract, it's fast. I'm definitely gonna try and see if I can remove this, but I'm not going to try too hard. Remember, you don't want to put too much force because then you're going to agitate the leather. You're going to have shedding and stuff like that. So if it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off. That's one of the things you kind of do with your clients, is kind of set the expectations, let them know like, hey, you know, this might come off, this might not come off. But it's looking good, y'all. And let me know in the comment sections, what is this? Slime? Let me know in the comment sections, like, what would y'all do differently if you would? If you would do something different, let me know. Literally, this tool is a lifesaver. They didn't show me that in the IDA. This is street detailing. Stuff you learn out in the street. In real world scenarios. One tool, one man. And always remember, like, being a detailer, you don't have to sit here and try to aim for perfection every time. Like, if this leather seat looks good for you already, that's it. Keep going. Don't try to sit there and try to agitate it. Then you'll go from a 2-hour detail to like a 6-hour detail just because your brain was like, And it's telling you that you had a scrub. And for those retailers who don't like using chemicals, you can literally steam, use your Ninja scrub. If that's all you want, just to keep your steamer close to it. Your Ninja scrub, let your scrubber do the work. You might need to do more than one, right? So for those who just don't like using chemicals and believe in the steamer, then this would be your route. And you will get amazing results with just steaming. But for me, honestly, just having a nice cleaner kind of help you. Again, no pressure on the machine. Trying to grab these edges of the leather. It's really important. Make sure you always get these seams. So grab your air tool, open the seams. Like Jessica Tran says in some of her videos, spread them butt cheeks. Go ahead and do this side here. While I'm here, I'll hit this plastic here. You want to always be ahead, get the product kind of working into your materials so that when you come back and start cleaning it, it's a breeze. Obviously, we're gonna move this back, but it's always good to just stay ahead. Usually backrest shouldn't be too bad. It's usually mostly like the bottom, your butt area. Oh yeah, this bad boy got some dirt on him. Wipe it off. Shout out to the lawnmower, the landscaper. Go ahead and just throw my little brush back there. Let's clean this floor up as such. And this is how I do every car. Nothing changes. I always clean the floorboard. Like if I see gum, I see slime, I want to make sure that I attack it with the steamer. It just makes my job a whole lot easier. And you can combine it too. You can just steam, blow. And there you go. Staying ahead of the game. This one does not include the headliner. In case somebody asks, like, no, this one does not include the headliner. The headliner is an add-on. It's a good way for you to actually make extra bucks. Some of these cars, you don't need the headliners. They're in like really good shape, and that's why I upcharge. If they don't need it, why bother it? That's why whenever I do my consultations or clients inbox me for a detail, one of the questions I ask them is, do we smoke? Right? Should they say yes, we do smoke? That is when I tell them like, hey, would you like to add the headliner cleaning on your interior, right? Some will say yes, some will decline. But the reason I do that, is because if you smoke, everything goes to the headliner, right? A lot of people are like, man, I detailed this car 2 weeks ago and client says it still smells. I wonder why. It's not just about detailing the interior. You gotta touch every component of the interior. Now, some customers don't want to spend the money for it, but that's okay. That's why you do your due diligence. That's why you do your homework. You go through your questions, because if they decline, you can easily say like, hey, just so you know, I did ask you if we wanted to add this, or because you are the professional, right? At the end of the day, you are the professional. You should know your craft. You should know that if somebody smokes, definitely go through each process, give them a good deal, say, look, if you can just say like, are you planning to keep smoking? And they're like, yes. Okay, then no need for you to offer the headliner, because it's going to be pointless, right? But if it's a client that says, hey, look, I'm planning to stop smoking and I'm trying to get my car back in shape, that's the client that you definitely want to say, look, I don't want you to go back to your habit of smoking. I recommend this. And if they go for it, that's great. If they don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, you guys. All right, I'm going to bring you guys to this side. Gives me some time to look at the comments. Let's see. I think all messages. Watching my brother while detailing a Sequoia. Oh, those i4s are nice, dude. Okay. Carlos, which drill brush do you use? I grabbed some from Amazon, but dang, bristles shit everywhere. Bro, JB, I'll send you a link to this one. I haven't had no issues of the bristles flying everywhere, but so this is a new one. This is a all-in-one brush. I've had a lot of fun really using this one. You guys haven't seen it in any of the videos. I wonder why, because I haven't done any videos. I'm now switching towels. You don't see that on screen. I'm kind of hitting this backside very quickly, but I'm switching towels and we're going to continue our cleaning process. Now I have a clean towel to kind of go to the passenger side. Usually I try to use one towel for driver's side, one towel for the passenger side. If the interior is really worst case scenario, usually I'll go through about maybe like 6 towels, right? When working on an SUV, majority of the time, these are questions I ask again before. Do we have kids, right? They'll be like, oh yeah, but they're in college already. Then I know that this backside shouldn't be that bad. So you concentrate a lot of your energy in areas that you think need concentration. Again, same process. You guys see me. I'm over here hitting the carpet. Get this carpet nice and loose. There is really no staining on this backside here. So steam, use your dedicated cleaner, right? Clean it out. And if you do see some light staining, you grab your brush, you grab your Ninja scrub, whatever works best, right? There's a little bit of, hit that like that. Other than that, everything looks good. I've gone ahead and steamed this carpet. We'll go ahead and blow it out. This carpet looks a whole lot better. When you follow the Serrano steps, I promise you, you're gonna make more money. Guaranteed. Guaranteed more money in your pocket. Literally. Charge more, do more. That's all you gotta do. Charge more, do more. But some detailers don't want to do all these steps. When I tell you, I charge $600 for interior, some of y'all look at me all crazy. There's a reason. Obviously, this is not a $600 detail, but whenever I do, this is why. This client's been with me. We're going on year 4 or 5 that she's been with me, so it's been a blessing. It has been a blessing. Ninja scrub, wipe off. All right. This thing is looking fire. Now make sure y'all look at the size of your seats. There's always dirt in them. There we go. And we're going to and for those professionals that say, oh, leather should never be steamed. Yeah. I don't know. We're using these sprayers. What are these called again? They're the good ones. Light pressure. You just want the bristles to just barely be touching the leather. But again, I'll be posting a link on this one just because I have really enjoyed it since I started using it. One tool. That's all you need. And by using a tool like this, as it's spinning, you're also cleaning your leather. That spinning motion, it's also agitating. I like it because it gets all inside these grooves much better, and you're able to have a more successful just finish rather than just using your little light brushes y'all detailers be using. But go ahead and just finish steaming. I usually use my right hand is for my steaming. My left hand is for my agitation. And again, this just kind of finishes any leftover light dirt that could be in the leather sheet itself. And we'll wipe it off. Man, these seats are looking so much better. The Jimbo cleaner, I believe, also it does leave some protection behind. So what I've been doing mostly when I'm working with leather, all this does not get dressed. I'll make sure it looks good, but the doors will get dressed majority of the time. Sheesh. Little 9mm. Little 9mm. All right, let me bring you guys to this side. We'll also read the comments. Yeah, they pretty much right out of the bug. Damn. What is the brand of the drill? The drill, this is a Milwaukee 90 degree. Milwaukee 90 degree. Best. It's been the best drill for me and my hands, because I was tired of having that hand, like my hands just kind of hurt. Now, little M12 battery, different speeds, 90 degree, less strain on your muscles. Your body will thank you at the end of the day, because you're gonna be like, man, I didn't do a lot of work today. But that's one of the reasons why I switched over to the 90, because yeah, I was getting tired of the other style of drill brushes. It just wasn't for me. Backside is here. Hey, like this video, share this video. I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to get more exposure. And before I hit this door, I'm gonna go ahead and just seam this again. Seam the carpet. The edges, just to get all this loose debris or anything that just didn't want to come off with the initial blowout. With the seam, it's like if your mom came and whooped your butt. I'm about to whoop this carpet. Sucker's about to be like, oh, sorry. And it's gonna loosen up everything. Oh yeah. Beautiful. And then always blow inside these seals. Always blow inside these seals. There's a lot of dirt and grime usually in there, dust. This door truly was not dirty. Go ahead and just scrub it real quick. After this one, I have a headlight restoration for the same client, just the headlights. So we're doing an interior detail, exterior wash on this one, and headlights on a Tundra that will be getting brought once we get closer to this one being done. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, give this video a like. I got 20 people watching, I think. Now I don't even know how many people watch these videos. But hey, shout out to all of y'all. All right, y'all, we got one more thing left, which is the front. And guess what? We'll get right into the extraction. So, oh, we are literally at an hour. Dang. I appreciate y'all watching for an hour. Oh yeah, some of you guys asked me how my, some of you that were following my, I think on Facebook, you guys asked me how my Halloween hot dog went this year. And hey, no lie, it was truly fun. It was exciting. It was my first time doing something like this, just because really in our neighborhoods where we used to live, we didn't really get a lot of trick-or-treaters. But I ended up passing out 256 hot dogs to kids. And so I was so excited. I'm excited for next year, obviously, and I'm gonna need y'all's help. Got them years ago. Oh, that's why. I think I paid like 20 bucks for this set. It's a set. I'll send you the link, bro, once I find it. But yeah, you know, everybody does it. Everybody asks for help. So I was like, man, once we get closer to, once we get closer next year to Halloween, I'm gonna need y'all's help. I'm looking for sponsors. Because our neighbor had a counter, a clicker, a person clicker, tells them how many kids visited their house. They had 800 kids visit them. And I only gave out 256 hot dogs. My kids didn't even eat. Carlos, have the pretzel triggers been holding up for you? Really good. I have not had any issues. These are the best trigger sprayers I have purchased. Make sure you go out and buy them. Here's the link. I'm just kidding. Now, if I tell you they're good, man, you're gonna see my stuff on my channel. I ain't hiding. I ain't like all these other influencers that they be lying to y'all. They say it's the best and then you never see them in their videos. Imposters. I think that's why many people don't like me. So that's what one detailer told me. He goes, you want to know why you're not a successful YouTuber? I was like, give it to me. He goes, because you don't talk about brands. He was like, if you really want to grow, you gotta give in to all the brands. I'm like, man, the only brand I really talk about that I've enjoyed is Flex BioBreak for years. You guys know. But really, I don't. Not much, man. Just chilling at the moment. But yeah, like, I want to always showcase things here that work. And if I say, yo, this is really good, I love it, you're gonna see it in the channel over and over again, not just one time, and you won't ever see it again. So the pretzels have been amazing so far, and they got a little bit of everything. We have this one has cleaner, one of them has a tire dressing, one of them has tire dressing, the other one has carpet bomber. I haven't tried them for acid yet just because I don't want to do it. Like, I kind of do trust them, but at the same time I'm like, I don't want to put my triggers through that. For that I have my dedicated acid sprayer. So they've done well so far. And they do get used literally every day. Every day. One of them has rinses. Can y'all believe that? So that's because I use it for glad cleaning. All right, we got this done. Hey, we're almost to the extraction. I'll show you the extraction process. And the only trigger reviews come from, I don't even review triggers. I trigger everybody. Hey, stop blowing way. I wasn't mad at first, but now, yeah, stop blowing way. I'm just kidding. This right here is not that bad, so I don't consider putting any nothing crazy chemical wise. This is still really good shape. I don't see no staining, but I will blow it off. And when I do condition, I do not condition the dashboard. I will condition everything else but the dashboard. I'll condition the vents just to make it pop, but the dashboard does not get touched. That is a no-no. That is a no-no. We do not touch that area. We do not. The reason I do that, for those who want to know why, that's just because I don't want to induce too much glare. Even though the dressings, some dressings say they are not glossy, yeah, I still wouldn't trust it. So, and last thing I want is that bright sun hitting my client like at 5 p.m. and they can't see and they get in a wreck, and yeah, I wouldn't want that. Even though it wouldn't be my fault, but still. I don't know. Dressing the dashboard has never been my thing. I've always been very just cautious about it. You notice I really don't use a lot of brushes just because the steamer is going to do the majority of the work as far as removing any major dirt, anything like that. And the steamer gets the job done. Don't be scared for those who maybe have not bought a steamer because you've heard horror stories. Steamers haven't given me any issue. All right, we are almost to the finish line. We're now going to go ahead and put this in here. We got the cup holder. Can't forget the cup holder. We are gonna go ahead and steam our last carpet, which is right here. And we begin our carpet extraction. We got people watching, so we gotta give them a show. They're probably like, I wonder how much he charges my friend. And you're probably gonna be like, bro, like, why are you steaming it? You're probably gonna end up doing it again. Well, again. You wanna make sure everything is loose. All right. We are good to go. All right, I'm gonna switch off stuff really quickly. Let me transfer you guys over here so you guys can see everything that is going on. What size is the brush? Man, I wouldn't know, to be honest. I'll post a link on it. If you buy it from my link, hey, I get like 1 penny. So it's better than nothing, but you can find a lot of these on Amazon, I'm sure. But I'll post a link of this one. I haven't had no issues, and all the bristles really have stayed on there. So, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and bring I've already done all my air compressor, all of that. So what I tend to do is just kind of bring everything over here. Bruh. Who's calling me? I'm busy. But I'll go ahead and just kind of set up right here. Let's get set up. Obviously, you want to stay organized as best as you can. But if you know Serrano's Mobile, you know that I am not organized. And I'm proud of it. Okay. Now, I'm going to grab my next tool. Which is the Chief Steamer extraction head. if you did all your steps correctly, this here is going to be a breeze. We're done using our gun. So I tend to kind of like just put everything, and I try to put it on like the side that the client lives on, because sometimes some people be like, move your stuff out of my yard. So yeah, you're always gonna be cautious. All right, now we are switching. For this, you'll need your carpet cleaner, you'll need a towel, you might need your brush, but if I use the air tool, we shouldn't have to. And let me turn off my air compressor real quick. So I'm gonna leave the mic right here so it doesn't get too loud for you guys. All right, I'm just gonna show you a little bit of how I do my extraction, and then I will let you guys go. But we're gonna be using the Mighty 1001 strictly on the 2 vacuum motors. That's it. For this, you'll need if you have a steamer, the cheese steamer, this is gonna be your best friend for this process, right? And towels. And there's really 2 ways. Let me flip this over here. Let me get you guys over here now. There is 2 ways that you can do this, right? One way is, obviously, you're going to be drill brushing that carpet. The carpet looks so good. I don't know how good it's gonna look once I start. But now that I've gone ahead and blown out, the first thing I wanna do is vacuum it again. But this will be the last vacuum that you give it. This is really like maybe the 6th time I've vacuumed this carpet. But you tell me how this carpet looks. And it looked rough. Obviously, you kind of were here from the beginning. You saw that the color of this carpet was kind of like grayish and all of that. So look at that carpet. Nice, rich in color. We are to the extraction phase. We're going to be having, this is my 50-50 of carpet bomber with enzyme cleaner. All right, there's 2 ways you can do it. One way is using your drill brush, right? If this carpet was in bad shape, I would go with the drill brush. But since I'm getting really nice quality on the finish, I would just go with my Ninja Scrub. And then I will just kind of agitate. I will just agitate the carpet, meaning mostly for the top side. I'm scrubbing everything that's on the top side of this carpet. Now we get our, I'm gonna take this one off right here. And I'm now gonna connect it to my Chief steamer. And now we have steam, which is coming up. Here we go. Now we have steam. And let me kind of put you guys up here. Let me see if I can figure it out. Hold on, you guys. There we go. All right. Now we have steam. The steam is at full blast. And now you get to just steam this carpet. Having a strong extraction vacuum is going to tremendously help in cleaning this carpet. All right, we're gonna let the product just do all the work. All right, once I do that, I will grab my towel. I'll grab my towel right here, and we'll just wipe it off. And there you go. You now have a nice, clean carpet. And that's how we do it. And we'll continue doing that all across the vehicle, the driver's side. If this vehicle was a cloth interior, I would have started on the driver's side seat first, extract that, then we would go to our carpet and continuously work all the way to the passenger side. Because this is a leather interior, I usually start, so if you remember, we started driver's side, we finish on the passenger side. We do have leather. Instead of moving everything to the other side, we'll just hit this carpet first. And now we work our way all the way to the driver's side. Once I finish that, we're gonna condition everything from the driver's side to the passenger side, door panels only. We're gonna clean the windows and then we're gonna wash it. So that is a little bit of today's process on this interior. I hope this video kind of showed you guys a little bit on how I do things in my world, real world scenarios with products that you can find them anywhere. Hey boss, how do I remove water dry spots? You can try a little acid on them or a water spot removal. If they're still there, you might have to polish them out. Usually if you have heavy water spotting. So I'm gonna log off. Hey, God bless you guys. I appreciate each and every one who watched this video to the very end. Hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Give me a comment on there what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, something you wish to see in future videos. I'm trying my very, very best to get back on the video train. Unfortunately, algorithm has really effed me up, but we're gonna do our very best to keep bringing you guys some amazing content. So let's see, I have a 2017 Highlander that needs a detail too. Wish you were in my area. How much do you charge? Interior details start at $350 for me based on the condition and other factors. Price does change, right? On average, an SUV can go anywhere between $350 to about $500, right? It could be more depending if we have mold and other than that, right? That includes an exterior wash as well, wheels clean and tires dressed. But worst case scenario on some vehicles, yeah, they're probably like $1,500. Let's see, first from Puerto Rico, one drill brush attachment that I have for leather, driving wheels, a horsehair, da, 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 da. Big O, thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience, hermano. Hey, God bless you guys. Again, have an amazing weekend, and I hope to see you guys on the next video.